Hello, good morning. Russell Hartley, back in action. I'm currently in Beijing. Hello everyone. It's early here, rainy day. Hi. I realized that I can't go live on both TikTok and Instagram. So I'm gonna do kind of two shows today, I guess. I'm gonna do the Instagram one first, and then I'm gonna go to TikTok after this. So hi, good morning. You know, I was thinking about, I got a DM today from a woman, and I was thinking about this. This girl says to me, she says, my husband leaves for several months on business. Now I'm on business. I'm currently away on business. I'm at the Waldorf in Beijing, which is a great hotel. It's a nice place, nice area, nice view. All good things to say about it. I'm here because I'm gonna be going to ByteDance HQ tomorrow. So I don't know if you guys know this, but ByteDance owns TikTok, and specifically, most importantly, the TikTok shop. So I talk about that all the time. TikTok shop partner. They're doing a lot of crazy stuff with that. With TikTok, people are making a lot of money on TikTok. I work with them directly, and I'm here in Beijing, going to speak to some folks at HQ about some really cool and awesome stuff happening with TikTok shop and things that are coming to be in the near future, basically. And I want to be at the forefront of that. So I'm traveling. I travel for work. That's what happens. But a woman asked me today, she said, my husband leaves for 5 months. He's away for 3 to 5 months on business. If your man leaves for 3 to 5 months on business, he's got a second family. He got a whole ass wife and kids over there somewhere. Ain't no way. Like, I get a week or two in big extreme circumstances, maybe a month. But that's it. I mean, if you're gone for 3 to 5 months, that man got a whole ass family over there. I promise you, there's no way he's not trying to come home to you if he's not buying time. Good morning, guys. Hello. Nothing wrong with being away on business. I get it. I'm away on business. Just 5 months. That man got a whole ass family over there. I promise you he does. Yeah. So who are you eating those pancakes with? That's so funny. It's English is hard here. Okay, so I have a guy that's with me. It's my tour guide, if you will. And he's typically translates everything for me. So I don't have to speak, because most people can understand a little English here, so it's okay. But when I called this morning on the for breakfast, I said, I want the American breakfast. Can you make these things? And they just understood that I guess I wanted two. So that's the reason why you saw my story. If I have 2 of everything on there, it's because I just assumed I was hungry. I guess I ordered a lot of food, so they assumed I was hungry. They assumed I was meant for 2. I'm the only one here, but I normally have a guy with me that translates all these things for me, so I don't have to worry about it. But he's at home because it's the morning here. It's early. It's now 8 a.m. I've been up since like 5. I'm like jet lagged. Pretty bad, actually. I followed a girl he follows. Hang on. I follow a girl he follows just because I was curious what she looks like. And when I told him about it, he got upset and told me to stop following his friends. I hate putting myself in that situation. Serenity says. Well, Serenity, you found her. Eureka. You found that hoe. There she is. You win the prize, which is knowing too much. So now you get to stew in that. Some of y'all nosiness will get you caught up. But if you follow the girl that's private and then tell them about it, because you're telling them about it because you know what I mean? There's something going on here. That's why you followed her and said, hey, now, by the way, that girl, I found this girl on Instagram. I don't know, I like her. She followed you. Y'all friends? by the time you're already having that conversation, you already know. So, if he's just giving you money and taking care of you or whatever, just get you a second boyfriend. If he has the audacity to get a second girlfriend, just collect a check and get a second boyfriend. You see what I mean? Make him pay alimony. That's how you do it, folks. All you need to know is just enough to validate you getting another man. So, you found her. Now you know what to do. And, Russell, I'm a Libra, guys. I'm a Libra. I just had a birthday on October 2nd, and I'm in Beijing because TikTok headquarters is here. ByteDance owns TikTok. Now, I know there's like a whole in America, like a divestiture thing happening, whatever, but that's only for data and some algorithm stuff. But ByteDance is going to still have a very heavy hand in like what's happening with TikTok, and ByteDance still owns the TikTok shop, the shop part entirely. So, you guys know I'm an enterprise partner. We got people at my company making a bunch of money here on TikTok, selling all kinds of stuff, and I want my team, my squad, to be ahead of everybody, in the know, getting exclusive stuff, doing exclusive campaigns, all that stuff. So I flew my ass to Beijing to come here because that's what I do. That's how I do it. I'm all in. Libra, my man, Aries woman, can be a bit hard-headed. Happy birthday. Hi guys, thanks. Hi, hello everyone. I'm a teacher and looking for a career change. Guys, anybody can sell in the TikTok shop. So, if you want to make money on TikTok, people are making a lot of money on TikTok right now. They're selling pots, pans, makeup kits. It's so funny because I did like a joke just the other day. I said, it doesn't matter how old you are, you can trick the man. All you need is a lip kit and like a palette or something from Jeffree Star or something like that. And it's so funny because Jeffree Star liked that, which I don't follow. I mean, I don't really follow his stuff. He sells makeup, but he is a crazy good business guy. Like, that guy makes a lot of money selling makeup. Anyway, so I respect that, and we have a lot of people at TikTok selling makeup, Tarte and other makeup lines like that. And I don't think Jeffree Star's is on there, but people are selling a bunch of stuff on TikTok, and you can do that on your own. You don't need me. I will help you. Of course, I have a training on Thursday. If you want to come to that, people are making a bunch of money on TikTok. I'll show you how. It's a free training. Come and attend that on Thursday at 6 p.m. Okay? The link's in my bio for that. I'll post it on my story today too. Is it affiliate marketing? No. It's selling products on TikTok, like making review videos and posting it like you would on Amazon reviews, but they pop up on the feed. So like if somebody sees your review and they're like, I could use that, click buy, you get paid a commission. That's not affiliate marketing. It's direct sales. You are an affiliate. You're an affiliate technically, but you're a freelancer or content creator that gets paid commission. It's a good gig. People make a lot of money. 6 p.m. what time zone? Pacific Standard Time. Thank you so much. 6 p.m. what time zone? I already said that. Sorry. Peaceful sleep. Yeah, nah, not really, to be honest. I'm a little bit jet lagged. I got here kind of late and getting kind of used to everything. I got another day here. I'm in the nice part of town. So like shopping district. I'm gonna shop. I'm gonna post some videos and stuff. And then I will show like what you can do here. That's cool, nice. Because it is where I'm at. It's nice. It's really nice. The Waldorf is nice everywhere you go. This area is really nice. There's like all the designer stuff is here. And then I had a really nice steak dinner last night on the 79th floor of the place right next door. It's cool. I'm gonna post about it. I could do better about the content I took. It was not a very good video. I was really out of it yesterday. Is it cold there? No. It's about the same. It's LA, it's like 72 right now. Are you shooting on your phone or a webcam? I'm live on my phone right now. Let's see. Number one flag on our first date. If they start talking about their ex, I hate that. Why you tell me? You know, I don't want to know. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to know. Don't tell me the details. You know? Unless you know you need me to, you and I go get some life-saving serum that your ex, who's a forensic medical doctor, has to save your life. I don't need to know the details. You get what I mean? Like, I don't want, the older I get, the less I want to know. I don't even ask anymore. Like, can we just pretend, you know? I want to live in peace. I don't want to know these details. I don't ask questions for things I don't want to know the answers to. You know what? I'd rather just simply enjoy our time together now. You know, that's it. That's all anybody can hope for. And I don't want to stew about details that have nothing to do with me. Does that make sense? Why does it matter? And another thing. Guys that do this thing where they want to trauma dump on their date, on this poor woman at dinner that they just met. Gross. Isn't that gross? Like, and I think what men are trying, when the guys that do that, what they're trying to do is they're trying to seem relatable and feminine and try to speak your language a bit. You know what I'm saying? That's what they're doing. And they're trying to get you to want to nurture them in some way or whatever. And it's what's the problem here? Did your mama not hug you enough? Are you going to bring that? If that man's trauma dumping on you on your first date, then I promise you that he has a complicated relationship with his mother. And one day when y'all get married and she's going to walk him down the aisle and kiss him on the lips in front of God and everybody. And you're going to have to stand there and look at that and so will everybody else, because that's gross. And then, by the way, within 6 short months, that woman's going to be moving into your house and living with you. She's going to be telling you to get out her kitchen. All right? His mama didn't hug him enough, and that's why he's trauma dumping on you on the first date. Great. I promise you that. Is that what you want? Because that's what you're going to get. Mama didn't hug me enough, so let me just unload that all onto you. Perfect. He wants me to marry him, but he wants me to sign a prenup. Hang on. He wants me to marry him, but he wants me to sign a prenup. What to do? Here's the thing. If they have money, especially established money, like estate money, okay, then they're going to definitely want you to sign a prenup. But you know what you can do? He can come to y'all's little meeting with his little proctor and have some paperwork for you to sign. But you know what you can do, don't you? You can also come to that meeting with a notary and have your own documents for him to sign. If this doesn't work out, I get $5 million. The Jewish people do that. It's called a ketubah. I might be pronouncing that wrong. Ketubah? I don't know. I'm not Jewish, but you can have your paperwork too. You can. Just bring, he's going to come in there as a lawyer, all official, and he's going to be like, bowing his little head like, here you go, honey. And you're going to say, no problem, here you go. And if we both agree, then done. This is a business meeting, right? What a business deal. You don't have to go in there a victim. You can go in there with your own ammunition. So get your own documents. If he wants you to sign a prenup, okay, with his little lawyer, proctor lawyer, what you need to do is you need to get a notary and draft your own documents. If he's gonna bring his cute little prenup to a meeting before y'all's marriage, you can bring your cute little pink envelope with a contract that says that if this doesn't work out, I get $5 million plus $2 million for each child. The Jewish people do that. What's it called? A ketubah? I don't know. I'm not Jewish, but y'all get it. Ketubah, whatever. He can have his paperwork. You can have your paperwork too, and that's a legally binding document. You can have your own version of your own prenup. So, y'all both having signatures that day. What's it going to be? At least you can walk away with something. What's up, Shira? I'm at the Waldorf in Beijing. Ni hao. I'm going to be at TikTok headquarters tomorrow. ByteDance, who owns TikTok. I'm going to be there tomorrow afternoon. Talking about the TikTok shop. Trying to be ahead of the curve. So I'll fly my happy ass all the way to China to do so. That's who I am. I go all in. I'm here, folks. Hello, everyone. Good morning from Beijing. No one makes me laugh harder than you. Aw, that's so sweet. Okay. Come home now, please. I might. And bring me something back. We'll see. I'm in the shopping district of Beijing. I was a little hung over last night and jet lagged. I tried to take some content. I was at the 79th floor of a really nice steakhouse. And all the buildings like light up here. And I was trying to do some content, but I did a bad job filming last night. I literally would like whip my phone out and then film for like 2 seconds and literally go 1, 2, and then the video would end. I don't know what I was thinking. I'm still living in a different time zone right now, so I'm gonna try again today. See what I can do to post more content because I need to get some better documentation. I was not there yesterday. I'm gonna try again today though. Yeah, it was like it might have been. I was like aiming the camera all weird, I don't know. And hurry up and end it before it even made sense. I don't know. Hi guys. Hello everyone. I'm still here though. I'm not gonna miss my damn show. I can't do double streams because there's like limitations here in China or whatever. So I have to do like a little bit of a show on Instagram, then we go over to TikTok for a bit. I can't do at the same time, which is unfortunate. Hi. Hi everyone. I'm still here for you folks though, talking about dating. If your man goes on business trips for 5 months, 3 to 5 months, he's got a second family. You can't convince me otherwise. He's got his local girlfriend or wife and kids. Anywhere in that, it's a spectrum of how much infidelity. I promise you. No man is going out there and going abstinent for 6 months. I promise you that. All right? It's a spectrum. All right? He's landing on there somewhere. He's gonna be staying with that hoe or whatever. Or He's got a full-blown family you don't even know about, taking kids to soccer lessons and attending recitals and everything. Prove me wrong. I bet you can't. Yeah. Hi, guys. I didn't like the way he was talking to me. He made it seem like he was... Okay, hang on. I didn't like it. I didn't like the way he was... Jesus. I didn't like the way he was talking to me. He made it seem like I'm a stalker when I pointed it out, it was all in my head. I don't know what to do right now. I apologize and I regret it. Oh, okay. Serendipity here, to catch all up, is saying that she noticed that her man was following a new woman with a private account. So, being the curious little rascal that she is, she went and requested too. That girl, fish him out. Weed him out of there. You found her. You found that hoe that he makes pit stops at from time to time. You found her. Eureka. So, your prize is an argument. You get to argue with your man about some hoe he's following. Cheers. So, that's your cue. Get you a boyfriend, another boyfriend. All right? Get you a second man. Might as well collect the dividends on the first one. All right? Yeah. Go get, yeah. If make the first man pay you alimony. and then go get you a new one. Double up the paycheck. Hello, folks. How to tell if someone's decent and loyal. Assume the worst. Just assume the worst, so then they can't be let down. Better to just lower your expectations regarding that so that you're not devastated. Just be like, kind of saw this. I felt this coming. So keep your options open till you have a commitment. All right? What else are you supposed to do? Be hopeful? Good luck with that. I'm not trying to be like a pessimist, negative Nancy or whatever, because I'm not. But like, until you have a commitment, you have nothing. So, do with that information what you will. And I think what you should do is get another man. Let them duke it out. Somebody will commit, or they won't. And then you get another man. And repeat the cycle. Simple as that. You're not pregnant. Nope. What's the number one trick rich men look for in a woman? What's the number one trait? Oops. Did I say the quiet part out loud? I didn't mean to say the trick. I meant to say, what's the number one trait that rich men look for? That rich men looking for in women. Just the appearance first, folks, and then ease after that. You gotta look the part. Men don't want you if you're looking like Raggedy Ann. All right, so put a comb through it. Put a bend in it. All right. Take care of them hands and feet. All right. Then from there, be nice and appreciative and available. Don't be so... There's a lot of people that like kind of think it's fun or cute to be kind of a contrarian, like combative. Like everything you say, they're like, oh, but actually, or sort of just maybe not corrective like that, but more like just disagreeable in general. You know, men don't really like to be disagreed with. That man can be full blown fucking wrong, but why disagree with him? You know, who wins that? You know what I mean? You just be like, you can always just nod and agree and then just do some other shit. You see what I mean? If somebody's telling you something or what to do or whatever, you can always just nod and agree and then just go do completely the opposite. You're autonomous. You have your own free will. You see what I mean? He might not like that you have another boyfriend, but you're going to do it anyways. So just smile and nod. They like that. All right? And then just go do it anyways. Simple as that, folks. That way you can be agreeable, have the life you want, and get some damn money. And also, have a couple guys. Why not? Until you're married, you're single, so act accordingly. Let's see here. If you can't get their blood pressure up with just your looks, he ain't the one. That's what Shira says. That's right, folks. Let's see. What should I do? I want to wait. I'm sorry. I can't read this. What should I? Jesus, sorry. What shall I do? I want a calm, collected man. Date calm, collected men. What do you mean? Are you just going to the erratic men store? You're getting the men that are unpredictable, rash, crazy men store? Where do you get those at? Clearance? Why you keep dating the same ones? Maybe you should look inward. Put yourself in a different setting. Try a different approach. The fuck? Read at the top. Okay. He has a bunch of... I'm recently divorced and have 2 kids. I'm still young and beautiful. I get a lot of... Jesus Christ. The internet here is just so weird. I'm recently divorced and have 2 kids. I'm still young and beautiful. I get a lot of male attention, but I feel like all they want is to have fun instead of commitment because of my circumstances. Yeah, but that doesn't mean they won't commit to you. Now, at a glance, you're right. Most men aren't like lining up down the block to come... I don't know, have you and your children move in with him. You know what I mean? Like, but that doesn't mean that they won't still take that obligation on. My mother remarried a man that had his own kids too. It's easier if they have their own kids too, because they're a bit more understanding. But just be pretty and you attract them, you see. And then you trap them. So. Just, you gotta have fun in the relationship at first, and then once you get your hooks in them, pull an ultimatum, and that's how you get them. Simple as that. Scroll up. No. Thanks, you're welcome. My man says that he's open to marriage if it makes sense. What does that mean? That means you're not the one, sis. If that man says to you, yeah, I'm open to marriage if it makes sense, it's never going to make sense. You're never going to get that man to marry you, ever. And you need to date around some more. All right? Find you one willing to commit. That's what that means. He might as well be saying, I'm going to waste 5 to 10 years of your life, and then you're going to be left with nothing. I'm translating. That's how a man says it. He's going to say, when he says, yeah, I'm open to marriage if it makes sense. That means that in translation, because I'm over here in China right now. So I'm like having to do the translation app a lot. So I'm like learning on this. It really means I'm going to waste 5 to 10 years of your life. And then I'm going to run off into the sun and sail off into the sunset with the barista that was nice to me once. And I'm going to leave you high and dry without a second thought. And you're just now going to be a decade older going on coffee dates, asking some new man how many siblings they got. Gross. So, get yourself out there, sis. That's what that means. All right? I hope you listen. Russell, I'm with a very controlling man, but not financially able to leave. Any advice? Start squirreling some money away. Put it under your mattress if you have to. All right? Get your lockbox somewhere, or a sock drawer. I don't know. Put some money away. And then make a plan. And then when he looks the other way, escape. Simple as that. Get yourself out there where? Out of your house, Katie. I don't know where you live. Start walking around downtown, all right? In some peep toe pumps. All right? Get you some bandage up your feet so you can really get your steps in. Start walking around until some man flags you down. I don't know where you live, Katie. Just get outside. What do you expect from me? Where am I supposed to tell you to go? Use your imagination. Common sense applies, okay? Find yourself a paywall somewhere. Get yourself into a country club, a yacht club, an expensive gym. What do you think, Katie? You think that you're just going to sit at home? Like Rapunzel? Some man's going to come galloping up on his steed? That's crazy. That's crazy, Katie. I'm going to start calling you that. Crazy Katie. Again, ask him, not sure where to go. Look around. Get in your car and drive around. You'll find a spot. Imagine where they go. And then go there. All right? Get a social life, Crazy Katie. Can't sit at home in Juicy Couture pants all week. All right? Put yourself together and get out there. Feet on the pavement. Clack, clack. All right? Hi, guys. I'm just kidding, guys. I recommend Lifetime Fitness. No, not Lifetime Fitness. Think Equinox or higher. What are you talking about? Like, that gym membership should be expensive. Anybody can go to Lifetime Fitness. If that man can afford $29 a month, he's showering in there too. He lives there half the time. What? He lives in his car for one half of his life and then goes to Lifetime Fitness and takes a shower there. Is that what you want? He is a 3-in-1 body and hair combo shampoo that he brings with him into that Lifetime Fitness. And that's the kind of man you're going to get. A handicap parking spot next to the Bentley. Hi, guys. I said yes to the dress, right? And clack, clack, that's right. How long? It's the best gym in La Jolla. I think there's like I don't know what's in La Jolla, actually. They have like what's that? Is a Hyatt there now? High Mat? What's that gym called out there? I don't remember. But just in general, the more expensive it is to get in a place, it attracts a different kind of demographic. So figure out a way to get inside of those places and then make your way in there. All right? Be around. I forgot to say hi. Hi, guys. Do we date older? Is that a loophole? You should date older. Don't you want that? Don't you want like a guy you can respect, you know? It's hot here. Let me turn the AC on. It's in Celsius. I always mix that up. Hang on a second. Okay, let's see what we got here. Okay, there we go. I'm back. Yes, old sleepy man. That's right. That's right. I'm jet lagged. I'm in Beijing and I started the stream at 8 a.m. here, which is 5 p.m. my normal time that I go live on, and I can't stream on multiple phones. That's annoying, so I got to do both lives, and I'm like a day in the future, so here I am. Just take your robe off. You would like that, wouldn't you? This is a family-friendly show. Hi, guys. How do you value body count? Guys, I don't ask those kinds of questions. Who do you really want to know? Y'all lying anyways. Why ask the question when you know the person's gonna lie? You know? I don't even want to know the answer. I choose happiness anyways. It's not my business at this point. Y'all gonna lie anyways. And so both sides is unproductive. The woman's gonna lie to you, and then the man's got some arbitrary number he's sort of pre-selected in his head because at this point in his life, this is the number he thinks is acceptable for himself, I suppose. And then now y'all both arguing over all kinds of information that's just dumb and wrong. You see what I mean? Why even ask? You know? And that's especially true if you're not sleeping together yet. How's that your business? Might as well ask your way. Right. Does it really matter? You know what I mean? Y'all all lying anyways. And they're so prejudgmental about it's either 0 or more than that, right? And so depending on where they land on that spectrum, from 1 to more than that, is going to be some level of anger or frustration. They're not even really mad at you. They're just sort of mad at women, like womankind in general. They harbor deep resentment for women. And then they're going to just take it out on you. And you're never going to hear the end of it. You're going to get a whole earful for the next, 16 fucking hours well into the night about how you should have been making better choices before him. Shut the fuck up. I'm so sick of that question. Grow up, because that's gross. What do you consider an attractive smile on a woman? A smile that has all their teeth. What kind of question is that? I like teeth in my smiles. You? Wait, what was you say? Only Dusty's asked that question. Yeah, only Dusty's asked that question. That's right. Respectable men are too busy to want to know. You know what I mean? We only have this short time together. Can we just get along? Do we have to argue about what I think your hypothetical past should have looked like before I even met you? That's crazy. Grow up. All our teeth. Yeah, you like having teeth. I like my smiles to have teeth. Next question. Hi guys. Working 9 to 5 in corporate, what's the best way to look classy and highlight assets? Girl, you need you a stylist. You gotta find a cross between professional and stylish, but you might get dress coded. The HR is gonna come down and tell you to put your fingertips down, and if you can touch skin, you gotta go home. Y'all remember that in high school? Middle school, whatever. You get dress coded, that's embarrassing. So start following some Pinterest pages and get you some inspo. What do you want from me? Advice for 22-year-old girls. Don't date 22-year-old boys. You date yourself a 22-year-old boy, you're then suddenly going to be 27 and disappointed. So, hope that helps. And your mama should have taught you that. Let's see. Yes, and nowadays they let them dress, but they do have a dress code. That's right. Yep. What do I do if I find a taken guy and he doesn't know that I like him? What? What? You sounds like you're talking about a stranger. What do you do if you find a stranger? Like you see a stranger in the wild that has a wedding ring on? Is that? What do you do if you find a taken guy and he doesn't know that you like him? What is it? You're standing in line for matcha and you see a man over there? Is that what you're asking? What kind of question is that? You see a married man? Is that what you're saying? Is that a question or a statement? You saw a married man outside? Are you straight? Yes. I'm 35, but I look like I'm 25. I start dating from 30. Yeah, just if you look 25, just say you're 25. Until y'all have to fill out, a death certificate, insurance forms after you're married, then will the truth come out. Then what do they need to know? Y'all likely aren't going to get married anyways. Let them think you're 25. Who cares? Been 25 for years. Now what? What's it going to do? Get mad 10 years later? What about a man with no sex drive but pays the bills? Sounds like you hit the jackpot, sis. What are you talking about? You're in here complaining? I got a whole line of women out here that's looking for exactly that. Sounds like you hit the lotto. What about them? You just need like a girl's trip to Nashville and that'll fix you right up. Have that low libido man pay for it. Put it on the Amex. All right? Another bachelorette party? That's twice in 1 month. I got a lot of friends. So, tell Limpy to pay for those business class seats. All right? Who want to show up well rested. Simple as that, folks. Hi, guys. Dating guys for a single... Wait, hang on. Dating advice for single moms with special needs kids. Harder for you. It's just harder for you. You're gonna have to. It's gonna be a lot harder. Sorry. It's the same, but just way harder because you can't just keep them at home with a babysitter. I don't know. Mine has a low sex drive and doesn't pay all the bills. See? People would love to have your situation. I hope you have a great trip. Thank you. Will I be my friend? Are you a friend to yourself? I love putting myself out there, but nothing is coming through. I feel like I might be that. I'm a caregiver to my dad and live with him. What is your take? Men don't care who you live with. You're going to come over to their house anyways. You're going to come over to a men's house anyways. So that's not really a factor. And if the man doesn't have a house for you to come to, you shouldn't be dating him. How about that? Hi, guys. He sent me a picture out of his pay stub out of nowhere. If a man is sending you a picture of his pay stub, that means he just now got some sort of windfall or something. It's a above average paycheck. So, and he wants to show you because that's attractive to him. He goes, oh wow, look at how much money I made. Here's a picture, honey. I promise you, he's not sending you a paycheck of the status quo. He worked overtime that week. Look how much money I got. Great. What do you think about friends with benefits? If it's benefiting you, great, go for it. Serendipity is still tripping about the man that has a secret girlfriend. What do you need from me? What more do you need from me, Serendipity? He's got another woman, or you're the other woman. Either way, what's the difference? The answer is still the same. Get you another boyfriend. What's a girl gonna do? What kind of hobbies do women have to be desirable? I've never met a man that's like, sees a beautiful woman walking down the street, and then finds out that she has a hobby that he doesn't like and he's no longer interested. Not once have I ever heard that ever. So I'm not so sure it matters what kind of hobbies you got. As long as you look good to him, he's gonna pursue you anyways. And I'm not sure you can say, well, because I like painting or weaving or bike riding on the weekends, he's gonna run off for the hills. So I don't think it matters. Pursue your own interests. Let's see. Advice for 28-year-old woman as a medical assistant looking for someone to pay for my nursing school. All you got to do is get you a pair of scrubs, one size too small, and go to all those doctor conferences. You know, it's not unheard of for the cute nurse to find herself a doctor. Isn't that kind of half of the reason why you go to nursing school anyways? To rub elbows with doctors, right? So you just need a half size too small. All right? Tie a little knot. Show a little belly button. Once a cheater, always a cheater. What man is trying to convince you that he's changed? He don't change. He changes his tactics for sure, but he'll be out there again as soon as you aren't looking. If a man that's emotionally unavailable change, the only time that man's going to go from emotionally unavailable to suddenly very emotionally available is when you start seeing other men. If he sees another man's elbow at dinner in your story post, that man will become very emotionally available. Simple as that. So, what does that tell you? Yep, really. How do you like China? China's great. I'm here in Beijing. I go to ByteDance tomorrow. I have some other touristy stuff I'm going to do, and I have some business to do here, like some suppliers and manufacturers. A lot of cool stuff's happening with ByteDance. ByteDance is the parent company that owns TikTok. So I'm here in Beijing to go to their headquarters tomorrow. Even though there's a divestiture of like the data and the algorithm that's changing a bit in America, ByteDance still owns TikTok Shop and everything around selling on TikTok. I don't know if you guys know this or not, but people are making a bunch of money on TikTok, selling all kinds of stuff. Yeah. You know, home goods, mopeds. One girl selling mopeds, making a lot of money. 487K a month was the last time I saw that number. And then another girl is doing like gummies, selling gummies, like sour gummies, like Gushers. I don't know, but you can sell anything on TikTok. Anything that's on Amazon is on TikTok now for the most part. So if you're interested in learning how to do that, I'm doing a free training on Thursday at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So now, but Thursday, okay? If you're interested in that, there's a link in my bio. You should check it out. It's really, really awesome way to get started. I have a girl that started with me. She's one of my little rising stars. She's like selling. She went from nothing to selling curling irons, like curling irons that have the air channel in the middle of it. You know, it's like the Dysons, but they're different. And she's making like $20K a month now in sales. And so she's killing it. She's crushing it. And she did that in a couple of weeks. So it's just people are making a bunch of money on TikTok. If you're interested in learning how to do that, click the link in my bio. It's called Earn on TikTok. I came here to work too. I can say working with Chinese people has been amazing. They're very serious about work. Yeah, they're serious about work and they're nice too. They're like humble and nice. What do you think about men who are so indecisive about marriage? Then he's not that into you. Men that like you, no. If he can't decide, he can't decide about you. That's it. Ta-da. Sorry. Do you have to purchase anything to sell on TikTok? No. You can just start selling. I'll show you how to do it for free on Thursday. I'll literally give you a step-by-step blueprint you can copy. You can just steal it. Use it yourself. Ethically copy. It's all good. Let's see here. What if men say he's not wanting to rush because he's insecure? It's just, if a man's saying that he doesn't want to rush things with you, y'all both agree that he can do better. That's what that means. So, do with that information what you will. What do you think about men that pop up and disappear and repeat? Again, y'all both agree that he can do better than you. Okay. And that's it, guys. Okay, that's my show. Thanks, everybody, for joining me. I'm still here for y'all, even though I'm traveling to Beijing to talk to TikTok headquarters, ByteDance, about the new TikTok shop stuff that's coming to the platform and what my TSP is going to be doing with TikTok directly. I'm still here for you guys. I'll wake up early in the morning and still do my show because that's who I am. Come out here. I'm at the Waldorf Astoria in downtown, the third ring of Beijing on the east side. I don't know if you guys know about the geography of Beijing, but they do it like these rings. Like this is like the ancient city, and then ring, ring, ring. Really cool, actually, to see that. And I'm on the third ring, which is like the nice part of town. And then it's all kind of nice, but it's like in pieces. And so there's like shopping, and like I'm at the Waldorf, so Waldorf's pretty standard for me. Like anywhere you go, I like nice the higher end stuff. And I have a meeting with ByteDance tomorrow, and then I'll be posting all about China. I'll be here a couple different cities while I'm here, and then headed back before Halloween. Okay. Thanks for having me. Thanks for having me, guys. Thanks for coming to my show. I will see you guys on Thursday at the live training if you're interested in doing that, okay? Everyone else, I'll see you next time. Thanks for tuning in. Bye-bye.